Wow.
And we are live. Welcome to our weekly market update. This is Monday and Friday, our market update. And today is Monday. If you're watching us live, you would know that. If not, well, hey,
if you don't know it's Monday, there's a problem anyways.
You know what? I was on an appointment on Saturday, and I was like, what day is it, Tuesday? They're like, no, it's Saturday. I was like, oh, well, real estate never sleeps.
He's all, my bad.
So my name is Vinnie. Co-host over here is David Wright. I deal with the real estate aspect of it. He deals with the lending side. It's a great time to either refi, buy, whatever you're going to do. Rates are ridiculously low, historic lows. If you haven't taken advantage of it somehow, you might want to give David a call. His information is right below his name, 858-349-7468.
And we're putting in the groundwork for you guys right here with our 10-minute update. So let's knock it out of the park, Vinny. You could go.
It is our 10. We keep this under 10 minutes. Also, too, this Saturday we're going to have I believe, an investor seminar and a VA seminar. So be aware of that. We'll get that out there. If you're following us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Periscope, wherever it might be, join us, subscribe, and
TikTok. We don't have any subscribers on TikTok, do we? Because I'm not a good dancer.
No.
Okay.
I try to make real estate fun and easy. So going over the numbers. Now, if you've been watching us, you'll kind of see over time these numbers will fluctuate. We'll put them up basically today, and we do it a week out. So we do it from Monday to Sunday, right? Yet, what happens a lot is realtors backdate their numbers. So these numbers fluctuate a little bit. We do go back to kind of update them as they go. So you'll see kind of a dip in new properties. 848 new properties hit the market over the last week. I'm assuming that number is going to jump up closer to the 930, somewhere around there, 930 price point. I mean, nice 930 number. And it factors in because of the end of the year. You usually get more properties hitting the market because the ones expired and then go on the market. So I wouldn't be scared too much about this drop in inventory. Same thing can be said for sold properties. Again, we do see more properties selling at the end of the month to clear their books, and the sold properties, because we go from Monday to Sunday. They might have closed on Friday last week, yet realtors didn't update the numbers. So I would think this might jump up to maybe a high 6 number, maybe a 7, somewhere around there. So nothing too drastic. We'll have to just keep an eye on it over the next couple of weeks and see if that changes. The same thing's going to be said. Same thing for property under 700,000. That'll probably jump up fairly even up to the 500 number, and then the sold pricing maybe to like the 400, mid 4s, things like that. So I wouldn't worry too much about the adjustment. We have seen kind of like a downtick in new properties in the market. That reminds me, if you own a property under 700,000 and you're looking to sell in the next 6 months, a year, really assess this might be the time to sell. Not a lot of inventory, and we're slowly going farther and farther down in our inventory, especially under 700,000. This is the number from last Friday. They have been I haven't adjusted them, changed them yet, but to give you an idea of that 700,000 detached market, 3 times more pending properties than active properties. So if you own a property under 700,000, you're thinking about selling the next couple of years, really think about taking advantage of the market, maybe now instead of later. If you're looking to buy in that market, you might want to get creative. Look at the coming soon properties. Ask your realtor about that. Those could really change for you. So, David, you want to go from there?
Change the game. You mentioned change the game. Well, football's back for those of you who don't know what it is. It's a game they play. It's going to be an interesting season. I don't think Dolphins will make the Super Bowl once again, but we're going to throw that out there. Besides all that, we had a new thing come up on Friday, which for those of you who want to purchase above that $700,000 range, but don't have the 20% down payment, we now have jumbos with 15% down. Pretty good. Prior to this whole pandemic, we were doing 10% down jumbos. Now We are now back to 15% down jumbos. No MI.
Wow.
Pretty good. That's pretty amazing. How are the rates? Vinnie, you want to ask me?
So 15% up to how much on a jumbo?
1.5.
1.5. And then what's for VA?
Well, VA, we're unlimited. So VA, we're at unlimited, but we do 100% financing up to 1,500,000 right now. That's 100%. Now, for the smarty pants out there, is it unlimited? Yes, it is. But VA does not lend the money. Lenders do. So right now, during the pandemic, we do have certain restrictions. So could you maybe find a lender that's going to do 100% at $2 million? It's quite possible. I don't know if it will close, but I know I'd probably say 95% lenders are going up to 1.5 million, no money down. But for those of you who are not veterans, the 15% down jumbo is a great way to get into the market and have cash left over to fix up your property once you buy it. Because a lot of properties, you know, if you're dipping up in that 1.2 range, Vinnie, you need a little bit of work on them, or $1 million, because it sounds like a lot of money, but right now, $1 million in San Diego doesn't really get you that far, does it?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely adjusting. The $1 million is that threshold is changing. But if you're looking to buy, I mean, it's really understanding again the market. The rates are ridiculously low where everything sits. So talk to your trusted source. There are things people ask: is real estate still selling? Yes, it is. There's just caveats that play out now with COVID going on. Again, the paperwork that you need, you have to sign, saying that you're healthy, or to your knowledge you're healthy, wearing gloves, wearing booties, things like that, wearing a mask when we show property. So real estate is still happening. It's just changing a little bit. So if you have any questions or you're just scared of what's currently going on, talk to a real estate agent like myself or a lender like David, and we can kind of walk you through a little more in depth what's going on in this current market. Now, we're going to start getting to the holiday times.
Interesting times coming up.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that all kind of plays out. It could be an avenue to slow down the market a little bit with buyers. So if you're looking to buy, maybe that might be a better time. Yet, people always ask me, well, when's the best time to buy? Usually during the wintertime, we get less properties in the market and we have less buyers buying. Yet summertime, we usually have more buyers and more properties in the market. So being that we haven't had the huge influx of new properties hitting the market like we usually see in that, April, May, June kind of time frame, it'll be interesting to see if we are consistent with the new properties hitting the market that we've seen over the last couple of months, even during the holiday months. So a lot of unknowns. We don't have a crystal ball. All we can tell you is what's going on in San Diego right now and what's going on the last week, 2 weeks, or so forth.
And the other interesting thing for those of you out there who think this low rate environment is going to stay forever, there's already Fed speak about increasing rates by December, which means as quickly as you saw this refinance best rates come into play, they will go away. So for those of you out there who want to think about it and still think the world is falling and the earth's flat, it's not, and the rates won't stay this way forever. So reach out to somebody. If it's not me, reach out to somebody else that you know, trust, that can actually deliver the product. Because right now, lenders are still having a hard time delivering, which is a very, very acute thing you want to take notice of, because just because you lock in the rate doesn't mean you will get it. Be careful.
Be careful, definitely. Well, thank you guys. Again, we want to keep these under 10 minutes. So feel free to subscribe, follow us. And this weekend, we're going to have those classes, those seminars. If you have any particular questions about your situation, feel free to reach out to us. How are you guys?
Wait, for you guys out there who were New England fans before, how many of you guys got Brady jerseys now? Tampa Bay, all day.
All day.